Well, I brought this microphone. It's actually shaped like human ears, so if you're wearing headphones, you'll be able to hear what we're hearing. And I'm gonna put these on it because it's a little windy today. So the basics of speaker design, when we put a speaker in a box, we can choose to have it completely sealed or we can have a hole to let the air out. Now, the thing is, when we have a hole in it, the speaker typically is a little bit louder and bigger sounding, so manufacturers usually choose that. The reason why that is kind of complex. When the speaker moves in, it pushes air out of the hole, and when the speaker moves out, it sucks air into the hole. So you'd think that those would just kind of cancel each other out, and they actually do. But if the speaker moves fast enough, the direction that the air flows through the opening will actually change direction. So instead of doing this kind of push-pull thing where they're opposite each other, it'll actually change direction and they'll move together. So when the speaker makes a positive air pressure wave by moving out, at the same time, there'll be a positive air pressure wave coming out of the opening and they'll sort of stack up and move out together, and vice versa the other direction. We can actually hear this. So if I take and, just for a second, plug the opening with this piece here. Okay, so you can hear how much sound there is, right? Now I'm just gonna open this up. Hear how much louder it is?
Yep.
So let's draw a speaker box here, and we're going to have an opening where the air can come in and out. So I'm going to put this little speaker icon on my hand, and that represents the speaker driver. So the spring represents the air that's inside the box, and this weight represents the air that's just kind of hanging out as like a block inside of the opening. So at very low frequencies, you can see that the direction of my hand and the air are going to be in opposition with each other to the outside world. And the faster I go, there comes a point when the direction changes, and then suddenly my hand and the air are now moving in a way that would produce sound that stacks up with each other in the outside world. Also, notice how there's this point right around when the direction is starting to change, when I have to move my hand like very little for there to be a lot of air movement, and then if I move my hand really fast, my hand moves a lot, but there's little air movement. So we can actually see this change in direction happen if I tape this cotton ball over the opening. Now, this cabinet is tuned to about 32 hertz. So I'm gonna start by playing 20 hertz, which is well below that. And let's take some slow motion footage. Okay, so let's take a look at what that looks like.